How long have I been with ARS? 2 months.
I've been with ARS for almost 2 years.
I've been with ARS now for about 20 months.
I've been with ARS now for about 8 months.
I've been with ARS for a year.
It's running my family, so I just always thought I'd be natural at it.
I like working for assisted residential services because you get to see all these people from different backgrounds flourish.
I've been doing this for the last 20 years, and I just like the idea of being able to teach and train.
I wanted to be a habilitative specialist because I wanted to give back to the community. I know that sounds cliche, but I come from a sales background, serving myself for the last 5 years, and I just got tired of the rat race. I wanted to give and serve something bigger than me.
Well, for the past 25 years, I've worked as a inner city school teacher in Pittsburgh, and I thought that working with adults would be a little bit easier than working with kids, but I just wanted to continue in helping with people that have developmental disabilities.
I like to watch the growth. It's really fun. You see somebody start out at some place and then that light bulb goes off and they realize, wow, I can really do this.
I just like to know that I make a difference. When you're teaching them something, when you're redirecting them, when you're helping them with something, and there's just like gratification when you see it in their face that they've got it and it clicked, and I know that I was responsible for that.
What I like about helping adults with disabilities, it's very humbling. You get to take a step back from your life and make sure someone else that needs help gets it.
The most rewarding part about my job is knowing that I'm making a difference in these people's lives. All I ever did before was serve myself and the company's bottom line, but now, real time, I know I'm making a difference in these people's quality of life.
The flexibility. I have to say I really like to get to know the different clients in different houses because that doesn't always happen in other agencies.
It's very humbling. Everyone takes for granted things in their life, so working as an habilitated specialist really humbles you.
I would say everything. I've got to really meet some great clients. I work with a bunch of terrific people, an excellent boss who goes up and beyond for anybody. The whole job. I just love the whole job.
The most rewarding part is when clients come up to me and they're so excited to see me because they haven't seen me in so long. That's one of the biggest things that I've ever wanted in my life, was just to make sure that I made a difference in someone else's.
I don't really have anything that I don't love about the job.
Sometimes the changes from going from one site to another, just learning the new system that each lead has in their homes.
What I've struggled with is learning how to communicate more effectively.
Well, what have I struggled with being a habilitative specialist? Boy, there are inherent issues and inherent difficulties dealing with adults with developmental disabilities. Some of them are more severe than others, and it can be stressful to deal with some of the more behavioral clients. Sometimes they yell, sometimes they scream, and sometimes they kick, and that's a reality that a lot of us face every day.
Three things I love about ARS. I like the flexibility. I like the opportunities for growth. And I also really like the opportunities that it has to offer.
Well, three things I love about ARS are that they take care of their employees when it comes to, like, if they need help outside of work, they do food banks, they do extra stuff to help. Second thing I love about ARS is the clients. Their clients are very amazing. The third thing I love about ARS is the people in admin, the administration. They're just awesome. I can come to them whenever I feel like I need to talk about something.
The people, the clients, the atmosphere.
Three things that I love about ARS. I love that it's like we're all a big family. Another thing is just how the company accommodates everyone. Another thing that I really love about ARS is that you get so many chances. It's not just a one and done. It's, okay, you made a mistake. What can we do to learn from it?
What are three things that I love about ARS? that one's gonna be easy. First and foremost, I'm making a difference and I feel good about what I'm doing. Secondly, Rochelle, the owner of the company, she's not a corporate bigwig. She was on ground zero doing this job function, and now she runs her company knowing what it's like to provide quality care for the clients and knowing what it's like to be a habilitative specialist. So she's just doing a great job. It's so real, you know. There's the opposite of a rat race here. We're all here to serve something bigger than ourselves, and it's easy to do that here.
What surprised me as being an habilitative specialist is how naturally it came to me. I thought it'd be a little more nerve-wracking or difficult, but I kind of take it in stride.
There wasn't much that surprised me. Being a habilitative specialist, I have a family member that has disabilities as well. So I already kind of came in knowing that, you know, everybody's different, everybody's unique.
Was there anything about being a habilitative specialist that surprised me? There was a lot. I've only done this for 2 months. I have no other experience in the industry. So the learning curve was huge, and I think the biggest part is understanding how much these guys have to offer. Before, I didn't know anything about adults with developmental disabilities, and I had my preconceived notions, I had my preconceived judgments, but now I've come to understand they're people just like us. They've got goals and aspirations, they've got hearts, they've got things that make them laugh and things that tick them off, and it's easy to underestimate what these guys are capable of.
They're people just like you and I, like anybody else. They have wants, needs, desires, loves, dislikes. You just have to focus and figure out what they are, and you're golden.
A little bit. I don't think I thought it would be as in-depth as it is. You have to be very flexible and very patient, and I wasn't sure what to expect when I first started.
Definitely. Just learning the real nature of some of these disabilities has changed everything about what I think.
It definitely has changed my mind. When I was younger, you know, I would see my mom work, and at first I just thought it was a job, but you really have to have a lot of character to be able to take care of someone else that has a disability.
Going from working with children to working with adults, it's a whole different concept. Transitioning from younger children to adults took some time. The people are just amazing. I've just met some amazing people.
I like the opportunities they have to offer, the growth that is happening. It gives you a lot more opportunities for advancement, I think, if you choose to take it.
My favorite thing about ARS as a whole, that it's easy to put in the time to do this job. Again, I come from a sales background, and 5 hours in the arena selling is draining on a person's spirit. This 10 hours passes like nothing because I'm doing something that's important, and it's just not draining. It gives me life, you know, it builds me up. It's great. It's my favorite thing. I can do this. It's something I can sustain.
My favorite thing about the company as a whole is that we're a family work environment. It's, you know, everybody's family, everybody works together, and I really do love the people that I work with. Even
if you're not directly related, they make you feel like you're family and you can come to them as so.
My least favorite thing, not always sure what's coming up sometimes. You know, like when I'm going to get transferred. It's a blessing, and at the same time it's a little stressful. You know, gotta roll with the punches.
I'm gonna be honest with this one. I had to think a lot about this one. My least favorite thing about the company, again, sales, that's my bread and butter. That's been my culture for the last 5 years, and I've dealt with some pretty high expense accounts. And the most difficult thing is that it isn't as professional as what I'm used to or even have expected. We're still pretty new. We're pretty much on ground zero here, and it's a culture shock from just subscribing to a proven system that I'm used to.
To be honest, my least favorite thing about the company would probably be, like our boss Rochelle says, we eat our young. So sometimes we tend to not have patience with newer staff members, but that's something ARS can always work on as a whole. You
know, we all got to make our money, and there's money to be made here. There's so much need in the industry for habilitative specialists that if you want to work and get hours, you're going to be able to make your money, pay your bills, do what you need to do. You can make your money doing this. Don't worry about taking a pay cut. Hashtag overtime. It's a real thing. This is the answer. This is the answer to do something that matters instead of just serving yourself. It's changed my life, and I don't know that I'll ever go back.
It definitely builds character. It's very humbling, and if you can stick with it through the good and the bad, you will definitely come out a better person.
Anybody that's interested to learn and to make a difference in someone's life, I would say this is the job for you.
I think it's a great opportunity. I think that especially if you're going into social work or psychology, it'd give you an opportunity to get some really good experience.
Anybody who would be interested in doing something like this for the rest of their life, research it. Research our company. You'll see the greatness that we do provide, and we'll welcome you aboard.